Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to be doing our update video. This is long overdue. We've had so much stuff on our minds, things that we wanted to share with you guys. And I think it's important for us to do this video just so you know like where we're coming from, just our background, like what's happening, because we're starting Vlogmas soon and I don't want to have to hide or tiptoe or, you know, like kind of go around things like or explain things and then you're questioning like what's happening. So the first thing we're going to talk about is our house.
So we don't own our house. I know many of you probably thought we did, but we actually rent. The housing market in California is uberly, ridiculous, especially right now. A 3-bedroom, 1 or 2 baths with like no backyard is going for well over $600,000, which
and that's like
crazy.
in a not even a good area.
And that's
FYI.
in a really bad crime. School is just horrible,
terrible,
and
we want to be in a decent area where we can we can raise a family in the future. And the areas that we're looking at, everything is like 800,000, and that's for, like he said, something that's even small and you would need to fix it up and you don't have like a lot of space. So it's just hard. It's just really high, and it'd be really silly for us to, waste our money on a house like that and just make a quick decision just because they're selling this house. I mean, people are coming in and out of the house too, so that's been really hard for me. I've never had to deal with that. I mean, first off, I want to say we feel very blessed to even have jobs. We have our cars, we have our homes, we have our pets, we have, a lot of luxuries that other people do not have. But we do feel very blessed for that. But it's just everything that we're going to be talking about is just like really shitty timing. And just everything that's happening is like boom, 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 like all at once. And you'll hear everything else down the road. But
I think the main thing is the fact that what's lingering in our minds is, when are we going to get kicked out? When are we going to get our notice of 3 months? Hey, you guys got to find somewhere else to live. We wanted to come out in the holiday season, pretty, strong with all this stuff and all this content. But now we're very limited because, I'm like...
it doesn't get you in the spirit.
Yeah, we are going to do Vlogmas. We're going to do it to the best of our ability.
Make the most of it.
And we are going to make the most of it. And, we'll do that. But getting back to what we've been dealing with personally, and then with stuff in our lives, it's been, I would say, stressful, traumatic.
The year of marriage has literally been such a whirlwind. Like, I think people may think like, wow, they celebrated their, 1 year in Disney World, or wow, they went to Maui, we've been doing all these things, but it hasn't really been like rainbows and gumdrops and cupcakes. One of the things I want to touch base on, the first thing is that what I'm personally dealing with is with my mom. My mom just turned 86, and she's been in and out of like the emergency a couple of times within the last couple months. She's been having issues with her teeth, and the reason why she had to get her teeth done is because it was going to create problems in the future, complications with heart, etc. And she needed to get them done. But dealing with her teeth, it's been such a whole ordeal because her appointments are a couple hours long every single time, and I'm the one who takes her, and she wants me to stay there. So it takes a lot of my day. So sometimes it's like so hard for me to balance like the 3 videos on my beauty channel when I'm trying to do, because I do everything on my own. I don't have any help, no nothing. Like I do all the filming, all the editing, all my email. It's a lot of work behind the scenes. People think like YouTube is super glamorous, but it's not. I do love it, I will say that, but it's a lot of work. And it's like I'm trying to help my mom too, because even my mom says it's like I became her mom and she's the daughter. I take care of her a lot, and with that, I have to stay in her appointments, and I try to bring my laptop whenever I can, but it's so hard because then I'm like trying to balance all my time, like so I have content on my laptop to edit. It's a whole ordeal. And obviously I want to help my mom because there's not much of my family out here. I have a very small family. I want to give props to like my freaking niece because she's been helping me so much this year. So she's been stepping it up a lot, and I really appreciate it. So she's been helping my mom whenever she can, helping to take her to Target and stuff like that. So that really helps because I can't always take her. And then just just dealing with just her health and her health period. It's been just like scary. There's been like a lot of scary moments, a lot of nights where she calls me where she's like shaking or trembling. She has neuropathy, so it's kind of advancing a little bit faster than what we thought. So her joints have been hurting. She loses her balance a lot, so we're really scared for her to fall. Just so many freaking factors, and she's older, so she's not getting any younger. And I wish she could, but she's not. And that's it. Like I'm doing as much as I can for her, and I have to be realistic because I'm not saying like she's gonna be gone tomorrow, or whatever. But I just want to help her as much as I can. So I'm taking on like a lot of roles as well. With myself, a role as being a I guess a mother to my mom, and then I'm a wife too. So it's a lot on me. Yeah.
At the same time, with her mother going through a lot, my mother, I know you guys haven't really seen her a lot. She likes to be private. She really doesn't like to be, but she's on the vlogs, on the past vlogs. She has been, but dealing with such. She has stage 4 colon cancer, and we found out early February, so at the beginning of the year, and it was like for me, it was like hitting a brick wall. For her, it was just horrible, and at the same time,
and for me, it was scary because I know how it is because my dad passed away from colon cancer, so he had the same thing, and I'm thinking, damn, like that's so crazy. Like I'm just thinking of all the events that I had to go through, like when I was in high school, and I'm just thinking, oh my gosh, like what's gonna happen now, and like going through all of this with him, like I just know, like what goes on, and it sucks.
So with her having the stage 4 cancer, I had a stepmom in the past, and she passed away with leukemia. Dealing with two moms, pretty much. What the doctor says, if she's alive, it's because there's a miracle, but he doesn't give her that much to live, or that much longer to live, and it's been stressful. It's been stressful. I'm my mom's only child, and I've been taking care of her, which I don't mind. I'll do whatever I have to. But it's been really stressful because she has a lot of medical needs, a lot of medical attention. And at that time that she found out she had cancer, she had no job, and she was on Medi-Cal, which, I don't know if you guys know about it, but it really doesn't help that much. It helps, but then you're just not getting the best treatments.
She was only 64, and you need to be 65
to get Medicare,
yeah.
Which she's gonna get. But right now she's still dealing with it.
She's very limited on resources,
and she's been going through chemo. She's been on the most extreme chemo, and it's been. I know it's been hell for her, but cancer doesn't just affect that person; it affects the whole family because, it just there's so much emotions involved. People start acting differently. My mom's changed a lot ever since she got the cancer, and I understand why. But it's been really stressful for me because I've had to deal with a lot of emotions, coming out of her, and it sucks because then I feel like, man, am I a bad son for a lot of the things because I get a lot of flack for what happens and how she acts and treats me, and sometimes I'm like, wow, I start questioning that, and it doesn't help that I am diagnosed with PTSD. I don't know if a lot of people knew, but yeah, obviously I was in the war.
You did 3 tours.
3 tours to Iraq, and
we'll do a video on that.
Yeah, we'll do a totally separate video on it.
He has like some of his stories I can't even believe like what he went through.
And the reason why my PTSD doesn't really come out all the time is because I check it. But I do have outbursts sometimes. Sometimes it's just not, it's not pleasing, and I don't like it, But I do realize, there's some things that I can help. But going back to my mother, it's been stressful. It's been really draining, especially because I work 12-hour shifts. Sometimes I work 7 days a week, And with that being said, 12-hour shifts, and sometimes you work nights, it really, really drains me. So I've been really drained. So if you guys see me in some videos, I haven't been all there. Exhausted. I'm so exhausted. There's times where I just want to come home and sleep and then stay asleep. I don't even want to get up in the morning because I know I'm going to have to start it all over again. At the same time, she's been dealing a lot with it, and she's been taking all of it. And I'm happy she's been a really supportive wife, but she just sees everything that I'm going through emotionally.
So it's really hard for me to see, especially just seeing like how hard he's trying and everything he's doing. And it sucks when someone's doing as much as they can and then nothing is ever good enough or always wrong or just put down. So it's hard for me as a wife to witness that. It's just.
And like I said, she's been really supportive of me, and I love that. That's awesome. That's why I'm saying there's nothing wrong with our relationship. Our relationship is so strong.
We're so good.
And if anything, this actually made us closer to each other.
Like, I feel like since we went through this, like, for our first year, it's like we could go through freaking anything, it was crazy. Like, the other day, it didn't make me like, oh, like, so upset, but I got just so irritated because we got some comment from someone saying, I have such a gut feeling about them. Like, there's something about them that's just off. Like, I don't know what it is. And I'm a fan, and I've watched Lizzy for years. There's something about the relationship. They're just being negative about it. It's like, well, yeah, because we're going through all this shit. Maybe that's why you have a hunch. Because we're not, like, 100% happy and peppy because we're trying to deal through life, It sucks, what we're going through. And it's just so many different emotions. Like, I wish we could say every little nitty gritty thing, but there's a time. There's, what I mean. Certain things we have to keep private as well, just so we don't disrespect, But we have to be honest at the same time. Glenn, sometimes I would never even see him. Like, so for me, it was like in the beginning, it was like such a workload on him and also on me because I'm helping my mom out. I'm trying to do my job and deal with all my stuff that I have to do in order to, keep my career going. And then also I was a wife, so I was doing all the grocery shopping, all the cleaning, all the cooking. And then I make dinner, and it's like he would just come home to eat and then he has to go to sleep. It's like we had no time. It's like we're doing so much and he was doing so much on his mom's end, because he's the only child. She has zero family out here. We already tried to get family out here, but it didn't work out. We contacted the embassy, and I honestly think, like, even if her family did come out, it wouldn't have worked out in the end anyhow. It's just hard. It's a really hard situation because we're only two people and we can only do so much, and we have things happening on both sides. And yeah, the main thing is just really just, it's because I don't want to like say too much when I want to say enough, but I'm pretty sure like you guys get the gist of it. Like, it's just really hard because I'm trying to support him as much as I can because that's my husband. Like, he's my partner in life and I want to be there for him, So it's so hard just to see him feel like really shut down, like defeated. Like, I've seen him and he shouldn't feel that way. Like, within the last couple of years, he's accomplished so much. I feel like he doesn't really deserve, certain, I don't know what to say. Have to make the most out of it. Like, for me, like, this is the thing. Like, I've had people in my family obviously have cancer, or my mom actually had breast cancer. If you guys didn't know, we caught the tumor pretty quick, but it's how you go through it. It's a shitty thing, it sucks and all of that, but you have to see at least some light, you can't just completely just do a 180. And it's easier said than done. I totally get it, but I don't know. It's just really hard just to witness so many different things. It's really hard. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say.
So.
When did he come up here? I didn't even see.
Because he saw us crying.
You saw mommy crying? Daddy's crying too.
So. With that being said, it's just been really hard. It's been really, you know what? This year has been like the most tests. This is like the final exam, I guess. And I know it's not the final exam. I know this is just the midterms. But there's just so much trials for us. And, I'm not going to give up. One thing, I've had so much happen to me in my past. And if you guys want if you guys wanted me to have like a separate video of explaining who I am and how I was brought up, leave a comment down below, and I will happily let you guys know and inform you guys of who Glenn is. Because I know there's people out there that are interested, but just do that. But I'm not going to give up, and I've been to the point of complete failure where I thought, hey, you know what, this, oops.
It's okay. I can believe it.
I thought, and I came to the complete conclusion that I thought I was not going to succeed in anything, but I found the power, I found the strength to work my way through it, and to get where I'm at right now. It just sucks because, like I said, it's a really big blow, and we want both of our mothers, in our future, especially because, we want to have kids, and, they're not going to have grandparents. You know what I mean? They're not going to have that older person that's going to be there in their life, and it sucks because we are very limited on family. We have, we don't have that much. We don't have people like that, and for those that do have grandparents and stuff,
or
give them a kiss
or guardians,
and give them that love, especially this time of year, because you don't know when you're gonna get hit by a hurricane, and it's just gonna take away everybody that you loved or everybody that you want in your life. I mean, we are blessed to have what we have, but we're only human, and this is the most stressful. It's supposed to be the most happiest time of year, but it's actually, to be honest with you, the most stressful time of the year for us.
Yeah. And one thing that's been really sensitive with my own self is so many people are asking me constantly, when am I going to have a baby? Because once you get married, what's the next thing? Everybody's like, when are you having a baby? What's the pineapple coming? What's this? Everybody's asking, from family to friends to people on,
pressure.
It's a lot of pressure, and I totally get it. I don't want to say, how dare you, anybody to ask me. I totally get it. It's exciting and all of that.
We want it, but
the timing is just so bad.
It's the most horrible, awful, because, and at the same time, like I said, we're looking for a place. We're gonna have to look for another place to rent, and it's like, oh, now we got to move, we got to do all that.
And if I was pregnant now, I would be so stressed, and I want to go into a pregnancy healthy, clear-minded, and I want to make sure that the baby is protected 100%. And I just want to go into it right. If we try to have a baby right now, it's so stressful. It would be the worst timing. Obviously no timing is the best timing, but just health-wise, mentally, physically, just all around, and it's just not the right time. Trust me, I have the biggest baby fever. I want a baby so bad. I wish we could be trying right now, but obviously the cards that were laid out to us are hindering us from trying, It's just, I just can't. And it sucks. That's why I get so emotional. I'll go to Target, I see the baby clothes, I immediately start crying, because I want that. I want us to start a family, and we just can't right now. I'm not able to, and it's just not the right time. So, but then with that, I freak out because I think my mom is getting much older, so many things are happening, and my main thing is I'll just be so sad to be pregnant and my mom is not here. And I know that's happened to so many other people and all that, but it's just, I'm human. I want my mom to at least see me pregnant, and I don't know when that day will come or if it'll come, God willing, I mean, I know some people aren't able to, get pregnant and all that, but, just the thought, just thinking of all these things, and like you said, we're so limited on family. If we do have a kid, it just sucks because, if once my mom passes, I don't have any parents, I have zero relationship with my birth father. I did a whole video on that on my main channel, and you guys would see why, and that's just, I will never, I 100% know that, because I've already tried so many times, and it's just no, and yeah, that's it. And he's limited on his side as well. And you don't really talk to your dad at all?
No.
That's another thing. You guys have never heard of Glenn's dad, and I think I have. I don't know if you mind, but I've never met his dad. Yeah, I just don't want people to look at us and think like we're boohooing because it could be way worse. Like I get it. Some people literally have nothing, but it's just so much all at once. And then that's another thing I wanted to touch base on, like why we go to Disneyland so much. It's because we're able to feel like carefree and like kids and have no problems, you know? It's like it's our way to like escape, you know? When we go to Disneyland, we have the best time. Like we are so, not that we can't have the best time here, but you know what I mean? It's like,
In those
whew.
in those like 6 hours or however long we spend out there, we feel like this place is awesome. It's beautiful.
Literally the happiest place on earth for us, and we feel very, like I just said the other day, I feel so appreciative that we're so close, because I feel like it may sound so weird, but Disneyland has really helped us.
To be honest with you, it's been a therapy, and it's been very therapeutic for us, and we're grateful for Disneyland. I think that's why we love Disneyland so much, is because there's just so much emotion that really, and it's really depressing, thinking about the cancers and dealing with the certain diseases, and it just sucks. It really sucks. And I know there's people out there that don't have nobody at all,
Yeah.
but to see someone suffering is the worst thing. That's a torture. To see them deteriorate, it's sad, because then you can't do anything about it. You could help them out. You can make them feel comfortable, but in the end, there's no turning back the hands of time, and eventually, time's gonna take its place, and it sucks, and that's what we're dealing with, and these are, like I said, these are very human emotions, and everybody deals with it. Everybody goes through it, but this is our time that we're going through it, and so. Going back to the video and going back to Vlogmas, we want to do the best that we can. We want it to make it entertaining, and we will do our damn best. And
We will. I just don't want to, I think it was important just to put that out there, because if people are like, well, how come you don't seem as peppy, or sometimes, we can only do so much, and when things are happening, oh my gosh, I had like boogers ready to like flow into my mouth. Things are happening. We can only do so much. That's all I can say. So we're going to make the most of it. We want to be as positive as we can, but if some days that we're kind of just like, whatever, or not really showing too much, or maybe we might be, kind of sad, and maybe we'll talk about it. That's what we're dealing with, So we just kind of wanted just to give a heads up of what's going on, period. I think it was really important, because I think on YouTube, a lot of people see a lot of families or a lot of couples on here that show only happy times, all skidded out and planned, but nothing is planned with us. Like, we don't plan anything. Like, how we are is how we are, And I think on YouTube, it's just so hard, because you see so many perfect families and couples, and that's just, it's not really realistic. Obviously, people want to post and put out the happy times, but I think it's really important to also show all of your time, so it's not just so fake. And that's when I think it becomes kind of scripted, when you only show happy, 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 happy. So whenever you see our vlogs, like, that's how we really were that day. But that doesn't mean, like, there were other days that we weren't upset or sad. But I think we should just show everything,
Yeah, and I think that's the essential. That's what our vlogs, to us, that's what it means. Just a piece of our life, and this is a piece of our life. This is who we are, as a family, as as an early family, and as we start this off. But I'm glad that we could get this message out to you guys. If
Vlogmas
you guys,
is happening.
Vlogmas is happening. If you guys want to see anything else, just comment down below.
Yeah, let us know.
Let us know. If you want to see that personal video with just me, then let us know. We're still gonna do the Q&A. I know you guys wanted to do that, so that will come up soon, probably during Vlogmas time. But let us know, and I'm happy that we got this.
Felt relieved, don't you?
It feels good that now you guys know, and now you guys understand what's happening in our life. So yeah, that's it. That's pretty much.
Yeah, I just feel so relieved that we finally filmed this because I feel like this is just something we had to just like let go and like tell you guys because I felt like it just would have been so weird to go into Vlogmas and then start discussing things little by little. And it's just like, what? Like, what the hell? Like, what? You know? And I would just feel like weird, like trying to tiptoe or trying to go around things, you know? So, yeah. All right. Well, I think we're going to end there, yeah? Yeah. All right, you guys. We really appreciate all your support and all the sweet comments I'm sure we're going to receive. We really, really appreciate it. I just want to make sure that you guys don't think like we're boo-hooing or whatever because like I said, we always know that there's always someone else in a worse spot, you know? It's just that this is our journey right now and we just want to let you guys know and that's it. We still feel very blessed and we'll get through this. We're going to be positive and we'll be strong. Yeah. I love you.
I love you too.
And yeah, I think that's about it. So we'll see you guys in the next one. Vlogmas will continue. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one.